Hello guys, today it's another review and it's on what's considered to be the best blaster of 2022 and many years before. And surprisingly, it's in the Elite 2.0 line. The Motoblitz. Motoblitz is a really nice blaster. Let's get to the external review. Starting at the front, we do not have an extra barrel lug, but you can put it there because of the master key, whatever you call it, holds 6 darts that shotgun out, and to fire it, it's not a hand, it's not a spring powered blaster, it's an air tank. We do not have many of those. Last one was like mediator barrel, which I'm thinking of buying. But first, let's get to this review. This here is the pump, which you have to pump up to 8 times. After that, you're going to hear the hiss from the release hole, so it doesn't explode. To release the catch, of course, you gotta push this red button, which is on both sides. Pretty nice. At the top, we have a partial iron sight, plastic sight, whatever you call them. But it's also a sling attachment point. And it kinda blocks the scope, but not so much that it's unusable, other than this, which makes it kinda unusable. It is what it is. Yes, it is. We have a rail here, a rail over here, 3 tactical rails, a good number. I probably ain't going to put anything there, but it's good to have them. Like, put on a laser. You can. That's the best thing. To the grip is average to Elite 2.0, or what you should consider Elite. The grip is comfortable, mainly because of this gray space. The one of my problem with this blaster is the distancing between the back of the grip and the trigger. It's a bit smaller, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Then down below we have a rev trigger, which you're going to need to hold for some time to motors to gain spin before you pull the trigger. At the bottom of the grip we have a sling attachment point. Down to the magazine well. Magazine well works pretty great. It does not have any objects, objects, and it has this flap mag releases, which are pretty great. And the magazine that comes with the blaster works in any other blaster that you can find on this earth. It has these bumpers, which most magazines they were making from now on they don't actually have. As you can see on this one, it does not have. I don't really have a problem with those. I think this magazine looks pretty cool in this blaster. On the other side, that you cannot see right now, there is a jam door, which you can open up to clear out any jams. I had a few jams, but they're not the fault of the blaster, it's the my darts I better use, as you probably know. But every blaster should include jam door, other than if it's a front loaded blaster, then why would you need a jam door? To open up what? Then we have this sling point, which you can't put most slings in, so it's kinda useless. You can put the string, but then it's going to break. Yeah, bad thinking, Hasbro, but good to have it at least. The stock of this blaster, which is where you fire because it's a bullpup, is big enough. For me, definitely. For some other people, may be a bit small, but it's not one of those Echo or Retaliator small stocks. But that's mainly, if you're going to put a small stock, at least make it detachable. This one is average, so it's going to be well for smaller humans, but also for bigger it's not going to be alienating. And that's what you need when you can move a stock. Then we have also a battery tray over here, which you remove this one screw and then you can put in 4 AA batteries. So remember to buy those before you fire the blaster. Talking about firing the blaster, let's get to the firing range. Firstly, we're going to fire from the magazine that was included, the Elite 2.0 blue darts, which I already told these are my usuals. We're going to fire some AccuFakes. These are the red kind ones. Now that we are out of darts, now we're going to fire this air pump float. So, what do I think about the Motoblitz? Most people like the Motoblitz and I think it's a pretty great blaster. In my mind, the pros are it's a nice performing, economically good blaster that is something new. Okay, that wasn't so hard, it seems right now. And the Storm Charge is also pretty great. And I hope I can get it. My problems with this blaster that I encountered with pump, that you may have seen, is when I pump, darts poke out. This mostly because of the darts, but also sometimes isn't even that. But I usually, after pumping the blaster, I just push them in. And you gotta watch out for when you leave it unpumped for a long time, you're going to eventually leak out the air and it's not going to fire. So you want to pump it, like when you're going to use it, you may like give it like bit pumps before you actually fire. But it's a great emergency blaster, especially on the electric blaster. The moto part of the Motoblitz works well, but not the best. I think it has great performance, that's nice. But one problem that I had with this blaster is what I'm going to show you. You see this magazine well, looks pretty normal, but there is a lot of space up here. Like there's quite some space, like this amount. And I put some magazines inside and some older darts, not really old and cramped, just fired like a lot. They're going to pop out the magazine and they're going to eject and cramp up your whole blaster. But that's really easy to fix. You just eject the magazine, shake it a bit for the dart to fall out, and then you put it again in. But it's sometimes a bit annoying. And I know other people didn't have these problems because they use at least newer darts. Going totally not after the blaster, I want to talk about something. Those AccuFakes that are fired, the red ones, they are better and they're basically what I think are the best darts. Of course, Adventure Force are better. But in my country, there ain't no Adventure Force. So those are the second best. And like I found, like I think for like $5, like 100 AccuFakes, which I think is amazing, and I'm going to buy those. And I'm thinking of buying the light green AccuFakes, or maybe some other color. I'll see. Maybe black. I'll look for what I can buy, and I think I'll buy the green ones. Or even the reds. We'll see. Anyways, if you want me to fire a mag or at least a bit some of those in my firing, right now it won't really change what performance is, as I like fire at like, what is it, 10 feet, not even that, because I'm shooting at my bed. Anyways, I will move to a new house in the village Flawhe, where I'll have my own room, as I said in the previous video and probably video before that. But there, on the side of the house, there is about a range of like 50-60 feet, I'll see, and there are like wooden pillars or trees that we planted, but each between is about 10 feet, so that's going to be ideal, and then it's going to make difference. So why not start now, so it gets like usual, so I don't forget it. If you will want that, sure, let's just comment down below if you want me to shoot some Equifakes. But let's get back to the blaster. My conclusion on this blaster is I like it, and if you want to buy it, I would recommend. I found this one for 35 euros. It was on sale. Most of them in my country are 50 to 60 euros, which is a bit high considering that for some time Turban was like 50 euros. Even the Select was like 50 euros, which is more like 60 with the batteries. But like it was on sale like 40 euros. I didn't have money, but I really wanted it, so I didn't buy it. I don't really know anything about Ultra, but anyways, so this blaster I like it, but it's a bit surprising. And Conquest, you may remember this if you came this far, which I don't really trust if you really watch my whole videos, which I don't know why you would. I'm just a small YouTuber and only watch your videos. But I like the Phoenix more. Yeah, the Phoenix, I like bullpups, but Phoenix is a bit better, and it has a smoother trigger as it's not a bullpup, and it doesn't have this problem with the magazine, which is a bit big of a problem. My brother loves to fire this gun, and I don't mind it. This is a great blaster. Let's go. But it's pretty great. This was all. My name is Nixie, and bye bye.